Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I'm back with another video. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm pretty good, and if I'm going to be honest, I'm good, but I'm not good. Today, I don't know what it is with me. I have been in such a bad mood, and that's just not like me. I don't know if I didn't sleep good yesterday or if it was the workout that I did because I am sore all over today, but I'm just like, I'm not feeling it today.
I'm a little sore as well. I am like all over. It's almost like getting hit by a truck, actually, but I'm pushing through.
But obviously that is not going to be what we're talking about in this video. There's a few things that I want to talk about in this video. We're going to talk about Shannen Doherty and all this drama that has followed her and Alyssa Milano for years. I also want to talk about something called Blonde 8. It's a drama that's going on over on TikTok, and it is one of the craziest, most like manipulative stories. And you guys know that we've dealt with some manipulators in the past. And then I want to close this video out by talking about Manny Mua being a complete and total hypocrite, because just a couple weeks ago, he was calling people out for some things, and he went on to do those very things that he was calling people out for, specifically Michaela. So if you guys are here for that, stay tuned to this video. So I guess the first thing that I want to talk about is Shannen Doherty, Holly Marie Combs, and Rose McGowan. They've all come together and they've started speaking out about Alyssa Milano. Now, I used to love Alyssa Milano. I used to love Who's the Boss and all that. I loved her on Charmed, but I had no idea that she was the way she is, because she is absolutely bonkers.
I have never seen Charmed. Like, there's not a show that I watched at all, but I do know a lot of drama follows Alyssa Milano, and she has been getting called out for like the past few weeks because she was trying to like fundraise for her son to go on a field trip. And it's like, you are literally
a multi-millionaire.
Why are you fundraising a field trip?
You're in the top 1%, Alyssa Milano. Like, get real. Making a GoFundMe for your son to go on a field trip?
No, she doubled down on it and defended her decision to do a GoFundMe for it. Like, what?
That is why. Now, was it just for her son or was it for his whole class?
I think it was for the whole class, but you think that her son's going to like a regular school?
No. Certainly not.
Get the other little A-listers. Now, is she an A-lister? Would you guys think Alyssa Milano
you guys are gonna have to let us
know
down below. I don't know if she's an A-lister anymore. Now, she used to be, I would say. But she's not really been in that many movies. She's more known for like TV series and things like that. I think most notably Charmed.
I honestly have never seen Charmed. I do like Rose McGowan, though.
I don't know how in the world you did not watch Charmed as a young gay person.
No, it was not my thing. You know what? I didn't really even watch Buffy at all. Angel, we did watch. My mom had a crush on somebody. My mom had a crush on the guy.
Girl,
from
David Boreanaz is still hot.
When Angel
that is
was
a
going
whole man right there. I watched every single episode of Buffy.
My mom had a crush on Al from Home Improvement. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was her thing, Al.
I wish your mom was still here so I could have a good talking to her about that, because no ma'am.
Al was the partner on the show, right? That's not the guy on the other side of the fence.
No.
So Al.
It was Al.
Yeah, that's
100%
the one.
Al.
That's the one.
Anyway, if you followed Charmed, you would know that Shannen Doherty had a whole departure from the show. They wrote her character off, killed her off, and then Rose McGowan stepped in, right?
Well, you're going to talk about how Shannen Doherty, like they wrote her off because she was difficult, right?
Yes.
So that's not the only show that people said Shannen Doherty was difficult on. You had 90210 and many other things. So
well, listen, okay. I know that Jason Presley, he came out and he had a book, and apparently he talked about how difficult she was on the set of 90210. I don't know. I was around for that, but I was like a kid. So I didn't follow that. I didn't know all the tea back then, right? I know the tea now. And if so many people like that were all on the cast with you or saying something about you, it's most likely true.
Leah Michelle. They do not like Leah Michelle.
Well, girl, she's horrible to people. She talks down to people and she's dumb.
Doing all that and being illiterate.
Yeah.
Can't read. No.
I cannot put that.
Why?
I cannot put that.
Why?
I can't.
She can't read. No, it's a well-known fact that she can't read. It's a meme.
Is it?
Yes.
I knew that she couldn't read. Google. Is she like dyslexic or dumb?
No, she can't read. No, she can't read. That's why she was like going on a book tour and people are like, what's she going to do? Like, who's in your ear? I
don't know if I'm even going to include this because I do not want to get canceled behind that girl.
You should. What? She can't read. Michelle, you can't read. You have a great voice, though. Her one album of like ballads.
She's so nasty to people.
They do say she's very nasty, so I don't feel bad in saying this.
Well, Shannen Doherty, Holly Marie Combs, and Rose McGowan were all at this convention, and it got brought up the podcast that Holly and Shannen Doherty did where they basically called out Alyssa Milano, and she made this whole response I'm not even going to include because she's full of shit. The way that Shannen Doherty addressed this, you know, she has a lot going on. She has a stage 4 terminal cancer diagnosis. We don't know how long she's going to be here, so she said that she had to put this out there because
she wants to tell her story.
Yeah.
She just wants someone else to tell her story for her.
So I can understand why she would want to address this because, you know, you're not promised tomorrow. But what she said and how she addressed this, she read her without really reading her, you guys. And if you followed this drama, if you know about this and all this shit that has went on with these girls for years, you may want to watch this.
Listen, a lot of things have been said, and a lot have been very hurtful. I'm going to actually read something right now that I wrote last night for all of you. Holly and I, we were not mean on the podcast, my podcast, let's be clear. In fact, we went in and we edited out anything that we felt would cause more drama. We simply told the truth because the truth actually does matter. But we wanted to try to save you, the fans, from heartbreak as much as humanly possible. At this point in my life, with my health diagnosis, I'm sorry if I start crying, with fighting horrific disease every day of my life, it is also incredibly important to me that the truth actually be told, as opposed to the narrative that others put out there for me. We told it together. We told our truths, and we are standing by our truths. There is no revisionist history happening in the truth that I know we told. There is no brush flinging or shoe flinging. There is no lateness to set. There is no mediator for months on end. I recall the facts as if I were still living in them. And what I will say is what somebody else may call trauma is an actual trauma for me that I have lived with for an extremely long time. And it is only through my battle with cancer that I decided to address this trauma and be open and honest about it so that I could actually heal from a livelihood that was taken away from me, a livelihood that was taken away from my family because someone else wanted to be number one on the call sheet. That is the truth. Thank you, ladies. And I will say one last thing.
Protected you for a long time. We've done it for as long as we could, both of us, all of us. And there's a great, great comedian named Cat Williams. He has a wonderful, wonderful saying. Winners do not let losers rewrite history. And with that,
Holly's sitting on the couch looking like, oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Rose on the other side.
Girl,
like,
Rose McGowan will turn up. She will turn up. She was one of the first people to call out Harvey Weinstein. We all love her for that. But she does have a reputation for being crazy. But my God, look at all the shit that she's been through. She's been through a lot.
I loved when somebody was like confronting her at one of her, I think it was like one of her book readings, like on her book tour. And she was like, you shut the up. And she started screaming back at them. It was great.
Listen,
I love Rose McGowan.
She will stand up for herself. And that takes a lot in Hollywood. She has pissed a lot of people off. But you know what? She's still out here. She's still booked. But if you guys have followed this, if you've been fans of Shannen Doherty, Alyssa Milano, or Holly Marie Combs, or even Rose McGowan, let me know what you think about this down below, because I think that Alyssa Milano has done such a terrible job at being a human. Yeah, like you said, just in general, girl. She's just an awful person. But moving on from that, we have to talk about Blonde, right? So...
Okay. I have no idea what this is.
I was trying to explain this to him, you guys. So I was scrolling TikTok, as I do, and this TikTok of this guy outside of his car walking around came up, and it was a girl sitting in there, and he was allegedly talking to his mother on the phone, right? Well, his car was connected to CarPlay, and it said Blonde on the screen, and when he got back in, he said that she must be crazy. He started gaslighting her, like manipulating her, saying that maybe it was his phone, that they needed to call Apple. And all the while, he was being recorded by the friend that was sitting in the back seat of the car, and it had it all on the screen, and he wasn't even aware of that.
So he got caught cheating.
He got caught cheating.
Do you remember, though, back in the day, sometimes you could hear other phone calls happening when you were trying to call somebody. So I think that was that what he was trying to like tap into?
I don't know if that's what he was trying to say, but if you're going to connect your car car to Bluetooth and you want to have a private conversation, you may want to disconnect it before you proceed to tell any kind of lies about who you were on the phone with.
He's been talking to her for like a minute now. Does he realize that we can see literally who he's talking to?
I can't.
Does that
what do I say? No, I'm so serious. What do I say?
What did,
No, I'm
my
I'm
gosh.
actually gonna throw up. This is disgusting. No, turn it off.
Okay,
Turn the flash on. Who was that?
Oh, that was my mom.
You were just talking to your mom on the phone?
Yeah. She says hi.
What do you have your mom in your phone as?
Mother?
You sure about that?
Yes, my mom in my phone is mother.
So why were you just talking to Blonde 8
I have no idea what you're talking about.
on your phone? You were talking to someone that said Blonde 8.
I was talking to my mother.
Do you not know that your Bluetooth is connected to your car? I saw that you were talking to Blonde 8. A literal picture showed up. You're not gonna sit here and tell me you were talking to your mom. I know what your mom looks like.
Baby, you're seeing things. There's no Blonde 8.
Are you gaslighting? I literally saw it.
I literally don't know what you're talking about. It could have been a glitch or something in the system.
It wasn't a glitch, though.
Why would I name someone Blonde 8 in my phone? I was talking to my mother.
And my mother, thank you to my mother.
I don't believe. Okay, pull up the receipts. Pull up your call log right now.
Why are we
Show
pulling up
me
my call
your.
log?
Okay, so if you have nothing to hide, then pull up your call log
Why do I have to do that?
to prove to me that you're talking to who you say you were talking to.
If you don't trust me, just say so.
I don't trust you because I saw it on your Bluetooth. Pull it
I'm
up.
not pulling up my phone.
Pull it up. Okay, so you want to break up. At this point, it's about proving a point.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up the call log.
Okay, I'm pulling up the call log.
It's right there. Blonde 8.
It's a glitch.
That's not. Who
I don't know.
Who is that?
I don't know who that is.
Get out. Are you gaslighting? I literally saw it.
I literally don't know what you're talking about.
Honestly, it's the gaslighting for me. If I know that I did something or I know I seen you do something and then you lie to my face, girl, it's game on right then. I know you're a liar. My sight's set on you. We are no longer fucking with one another.
It's the fact the friend was in the back seat recording the whole thing.
Yeah.
As he's
Honestly,
trying to do this.
I truly, when this came up on my feed, I was like, is this real? Because, you know, we've been talking about rage bait a lot lately, and it happens a lot over on TikTok, a lot. And the way they were acting, I almost thought that it was like an act or a skit or something, but I believe that this is real because she ended up calling the Blonde 8 because she got his cell phone
Blonde
from him.
8.
Blonde 8. Is that not like a good name for like a movie, like a thriller movie?
What?
Blonde 8.
Oh, no, because Scarlett Johansson would be the person that was starring in the movie. But I wonder why Blonde 8 is the name. Is that like a username?
I don't.
Was that what
well,
it was called
actually,
on like Tinder?
Actually, I do know because in the videos that I'm about to show you, it explains it. But apparently, because she's going to end up meeting up with this person that he was talking to.
Call Apple and see why the numbers are getting switched around.
They're not getting switched around. I'm actually just gonna call Blonde 8 if that's okay with you.
Did you just talk to her about this? Are you serious?
don't talk to me.
Come here. We're locking the door, so.
Kayla, can we just talk about this?
No. Who's this?
This is Hannah. Who is this?
This is Kayla. I just caught him lying about who this was to me on the phone. And I'm calling to figure out what's going on. He said that he was talking to his mom, but your name popped up.
And who are you?
I've been dating him for literally years now. So he literally moved to Nashville with me.
You guys will live together?
Yes.
Oh my god. Are you sure?
Yes? Why?
Are you sure?
Yes? Why? How long have you been seeing him?
A couple of months. We're like pretty serious.
Okay. We moved here a couple of months ago. So how did he find you? Like Hinge, a bar, where?
No, we met on Hinge.
Okay. So he was swiping as soon as he got here. Okay.
I mean, I've never been to his place, so this kind of makes sense. You're his girlfriend, right? That's what you just said.
Well, he actually lost that privilege to call me his girlfriend as of 10 minutes ago. But yeah, we were dating. We're not anymore. So I guess this is me letting you know now that he's all yours if you want him. I think I'm gonna block this number. In that case, if you want to meet up for brunch, let me know. I am down. I would love to hear. I can't believe we've been dating for years. Honestly, I'm free tomorrow. Are you free?
It's the gaslighting for me.
It is
100%.
Shame
Like,
on
do
him.
not gaslight me. And good for this girl for standing up for herself and calling his ass out there. And good for her for having an actual good friend that was there and had her back through the whole thing.
Yep.
That can make a big difference,
Yep.
especially when you're dealing with manipulative people, because they will try to manipulate everybody around you and make you look like the crazy person. And they got it all on camera. Sir, you have been exposed today.
Yep.
But you guys are going to have to let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down below. Do you think it's a skit? Do you think this is something that they concocted for views? Because I think it's real, but my first initial thought was that it was fake.
I don't know. I hope it's real.
And honestly, let me know what you would do in that situation, because this is something that people can get really like opinionated about. Would you act like nothing happened? Would you let him think he got away with this, or would you call him out right then and there? I'm more of a on the spot type of person.
I'm on the spot too.
I'm on the spot. Like
sure.
if you cross me and we speak, it's on. I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, I'm not harboring nothing.
No,
not gonna.
We're gonna let you know all day.
Nothing. I'm gonna let you know.
But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down below. Okay, so now I guess we need to talk about Manny Mua. Manny Mua. If I say his name one more time, he'll appear. Ooh. Well, you guys know I talk about Manny a lot because he never seems to be on the right side of history. He's always doing problematic things that he don't want people to know about. And this time we have caught him and he has stepped in it.
Did we?
So yes. Okay. So I was watching my Instagram stories, and for some reason Manny's came up, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Right, he's sitting there doing a Sol de Janeiro. Is that the name of the brand? I don't want to mispronounce it.
I love the Bum Bum Cream, the smell of it, and the body wash.
Oh yeah, all their stuff smells good, and apparently it's really good because for Christmas we wanted to get Vanessa some, and it was sold out everywhere. We went to Sephora, Ulta, like none of the places had it. Well, Manny in this Instagram story, he had hashtag partner, hashtag whatever. He had just partner. He didn't say that this was sponsored in any way other than it saying hashtag partner, and in the smallest of fonts, you guys, like the smallest, teeniest, tiniest amount of font that you could possibly see, and it was white in the right corner.
You remember when James Charles did that, and he did it in like white font on a white wall, and it was like up in the corner, and people were like, where is it?
And he knows that he didn't properly disclose because him and Laura talk about this shit all the time on their podcast and how it irritates them.
Here's what's so weird about it, because Sol de Janeiro is a really good brand and it's like very popular right now. Everybody loves it. They're always coming out with new products. People are fucking obsessed with them. So why would you not want people to know that you're like sponsored in some way?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know. I think it was sponsored twice. I don't know if this was like a double dip situation because it was like a Roblox thing, but it was for Sol de Janeiro for you to follow them on Roblox, but it was also for that cream that he was applying.
What is Roblox? Is it a children's game?
Yes. It's what James Charles used to play. Remember? He would go live and play Roblox.
Is that where he does his meet and greets now? COVID times.
I don't know, but you guys check out this Instagram story. Manny, you know you're wrong for this. And when I play this clip, when I get back, I got another clip that I want to play for you guys to show you why
when he gets back,
he is a hypocrite.
I've stopped using this since I got it. Sol de Janeiro, y'all really did the damn thing with this. The Delicia body butter, you guys, it is so good. I cannot even begin to describe. It's insane. Super hydrating, smells incredible. I'm obsessed. Of course, I always gotta top it off. I gotta top it off with the Sol de Janeiro Charosta 59 Perfume Mist. Honey, vanilla orchid, sugar to violet, sheer sandalwood. Sign me up. Sign me up. Oof. Did you guys know that Sol de Janeiro is actually on Roblox now? They have an entire universe, an entire world. I'm gonna show you guys a little clip.
We got you. We got you. Yeah.
So gagged with the things you could do. You can do scavenger hunts, you can zip line, you can freaking go on a hot air balloon. I think it's really cool. I love that Sol de Janeiro is bringing their body positivity to Roblox. How awesome. I love that. So if you guys want to play, check out the game. It's freaking fun. And of course, check these out. Literally chef's kiss.
Okay, so
we're back.
We just made a video, I think maybe 2.5 weeks ago, about Manny over on the Full Coverage podcast. They were playing Truth or Dare, and Manny did Truth. And she asked him, I believe, what other social media influencer or beauty guru annoys you the most? And Manny made a broad blanket statement saying all the people that do not disclose properly. Now, if you remember in my previous video, we called Laura out for that because she does it all the time. She's like habitual at this point. If she could get a ticket for every time that happened, she'd be broke, girl. She wouldn't have that vacation house in Destin that Manny let slip out. She wouldn't have none of that.
Destin is such a pretty place, though.
I mean, it really is. But does Laura really deserve it? Like, no, she doesn't. She's
Everybody deserves a vacation home.
Oh, do they? Okay.
And Destin? Yes, good for Laura.
So, of course, I promised you guys receipts, so I'm going to go back and get them. But...
And when he gets back,
I'm going to put them right here for you guys. In this Full Coverage podcast that Manny and Laura were saying all this shit in, he made a point to say that he did not like people that did not properly disclose.
With some truth or dares like ahead of time to ask each other. So I just have like a bunch of truth or dares that I can go to for you.
Period. Okay, Laura, so who's going to start first?
I think I should ask you truth or dare first. So truth or dare?
I'm going to go with truth to start.
Okay.
I'm going to start light.
I like that.
I'm starting at truth, and we're going to see where the night takes us. Truth or dare?
Okay, my first truth I want out of you is who to you is the most annoying influencer? Name them.
Name them.
Name them.
Okay.
Sunstrike.
So
name them.
Okay, so in order to avoid drama,
I want drama. It's been a minute.
Laura. Okay, you know what? Do you know who annoys me?
Who?
It's the bitches on TikTok. I will say bitches, I'm not gonna lie, who do sponsorships without disclosing.
Okay.
And I would give specific names, but I really don't want to get in drama.
So there's a person out there that you've seen.
I've seen multiple.
Oh, it's not just a person?
It's not just one, especially in the beauty community.
Is there a special one that keeps doing it or something? Give us crumbs. Give us crumbs.
There definitely is people that do it. Like,
okay.
And I see it, and I know that.
So they're not putting ad or like partner or anything?
No, or like they try to make every video seem like an ad.
Seem like an ad?
Yes. So I have this like theory. I have a theory that sometimes people will quote unquote review products online on TikTok, and they'll review it to be better than what it actually is, so that the brand works with them or tries to buy their content.
Essentially make an ad for the brand.
Making an ad for the brand without disclosing it because it's not technically an ad.
So Manny, are you self-admitting here?
So he doesn't like any of his new friends from TikTok? Is that what he's saying?
Are we ever going to get a taking accountability video from Manny Mua? Not only because he's friends with a predator, but because he lies every chance that he can get with Laura.
Y'all already got a taking accountability video from Manny.
And he deleted it.
That sit down where they were asking him questions, and it was fucking bad.
But was that before or after he made fun of the autistic girl? Because I don't remember. He had so many videos at one point where he was apologizing that he was going to make a docu-series, and then he got dragged.
No, the docu-series was when Laura was getting canceled as well.
But he was getting canceled too. They were all getting canceled together.
So that was the same time as the Skid Row video.
Yes.
Which is still up on her channel, everyone.
Shocking. It has
classic. She can't delete that.
I thought she did.
She cannot. You cannot delete that, Laura. That's history.
Laura is her own mess. We're talking about Manny mess right now. So Manny, you have so many strikes against you that you like to say. He said the same thing about Michaela. When you get so many checks against you, people are going to recognize that you're problematic. Manny, this is like your 50th check, dude. Like, when are you going to stop? How do you have the unmitigated gall to sit in a podcast and try to call out other beauty gurus that do the same thing that you're doing? But you guys are going to have to let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. I think Manny hasn't changed at all. I think for a while he did his best to clean up his little act.
And influencers are never going to start disclosing properly.
They are when they're going to when they get the fines.
That's probably not going to happen for a good long while.
No, they're already
happened the one time, and it hasn't happened to anybody in the beauty space though. So they're feeling like they're untouchable. So it's going to take like a big sweep of them.
I really hope
for them to be like, oh shit. and start doing
Could you imagine if they use drama videos to find people that do this, that don't disclose properly? Michaela, Alex Earl.
You probably only
Jacqueline
have to
Hill.
type in partner.
Oh, yeah.
Just type in partner over there.
It's the fact that they think that that's disclosure. They know it's not.
But you know what? Also, like, yeah, poo-poo on the influencer for it. But these brands, whenever someone does it, like a Michaela, like an Alex Earl I just saw with Ole Henriksen. I think it was Ole Henriksen. It might have been somebody else. It might have been Elf. But she did a hashtag partner, and they were in the comment section. So they're like co-signing it.
Speaking
they know they're not disclosing
Ole
properly.
Henriksen, I remember like several years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
I love their products.
I do too. I made a video about Manny and Laura, how they had a sponsorship with Ole Henriksen. They went to like the spa and everything and did not do one disclosure. Not one. And they don't feel bad about that shit. So no, she does not deserve her house in Destin. Until you can be honest, Laura, you don't deserve that house in Destin. But you guys are going to have to let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this down below. I think this is crazy that they want to call out other people when they're doing that same thing, that same bad thing. You better make sure that your side of the street is clean. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down below. Let me know what you think about Rose McGowan, as well as Shannen Doherty and Holly Marie Combs calling out Alyssa Milano. And let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Blind Date, because that is a rabbit hole I am not ready to give up. I hope that I get more videos in this series. And since we were talking about Manny in this video, you remember when Gabriel Zamora called him a snake? I only find it fitting that I have you leave the snake emoji if you made it this far in this video. But with all that said, I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video.
Bye.
Bye, guys.